that open. What's up, guys? I can't think because I've been cutting these for a week and a half and a few hours and maybe some more minutes. Overall, the bathroom looks really great now. It was all white and ugly before with beautiful orange peel walls. But we kind of blocked that down with some good dark paint. Usually in a small room people say not to use dark paint, but screw that because it looks really awesome. Sometimes it can actually help. New fixture, really cool. Restoration hardware, right? Yeah. There's actually going to be those old school Edison bulbs in here, which are a little more dim, but it looks really cool. As you can see, we did a little pallet wood to wrap the mirror. That's falling off, so I'll fix that later. Don't pay attention to that. Same thing for the windows, baseboards also. Just really simple pallet stuff. It looks really clean against, with the contrast of the dark paint. But this is the big thing. This is the big prize of the whole project. It's not fun, and it's probably the most tedious thing you could work on. If you have a friend who likes using power tools, probably just stick them in the backyard with all the wood.
Like I did?
Yeah, and have them, just have them.
Make your life miserable
just chop away.
For hours.
Just chop away. Safety tip. Logs are not safe to cut on a chop saw necessarily because they're not square. If you're cutting a 2x4, it goes up against that guard. It fits into that 90-degree angle. It comes down. It's not going to get jammed up as easy when the blade catches a knot. These are weird shapes. Sometimes you get a branch that's twisted. You're going to start cutting, and then you realize that you're not even holding it against a guard at all, and it's going to try to take the log with it. In that case, don't try to hold on to it. Get your hand out of there. Let it blow up in the saw if you have to. I mean, I'm probably saying stuff that isn't safe anyways, but just be really careful. Go really slow. Let the blade warm up and then come down real slow onto it. And especially if you know you're going to get through a knot, just take it easy because you're going to lose your fingers. And then even unless you want to make a wall of fingers, but you only have about 10 to use, so you're not going to be able to cover much space. We killed a lot of worms. There was a lot of worms in these wormholes right here. A lot of little bugs had to die for this project. But the show must go on, and it ended up looking really good. And when there's bugs living in your materials, sometimes you have to say, hey, sorry guys. I tried to save as many as I could, but, bugs happen. And you don't want them in the house, too, because then they're just going to start eating up the wall. That's pretty much it with this project. I'm glad that it's almost done. I probably have another hour of cutting, and you might not think it's an hour, but an hour to cut these and the loom all together, because even that little space is surprisingly a huge pain in the ass. Yeah, if you don't like tedious things, don't make quilts, don't glue wood to walls, and
how did you glue the rounds to the wall?
Glue. Liquid nails interior. Just get a regular old silicone gun. Yeah, it's easy. Just take a little bit. You don't need a lot if you're going to use it. Literally put about this much, because when you squeeze it to the wall, it's going to spread out. And yeah, it's really easy. If you guys have any questions, you can message me. It's a really easy project. Like I said, it helps to have a friend to cut it. I did this all by myself, and it took a lot longer than it should have. But I like that. I mean, I want to have it done. So it's done. I'm happy. The people who live here are happy. So
super happy.
That's the ultimate goal. And yeah, stay tuned for more insane projects that most people probably wouldn't take part in.